Hello and welcome back. So in the last video we made our way all the way up to Cole in the northwest corner of the map. In this video I'm going to go ahead and take us to Rimuldar where we'll meet the Keymaster, probably upgrade some of our weapons and armor, and show you some brand new monsters. Additionally, in this video, I actually want to take us to two of the sages, so we can see, what we're going to need to get those legendary items, so we can access the Dragonlord's castle. So from Cole, the first sage isn't too far. We're going to make our way just a little to the northwest of here, but first we got to go south and cross a bridge. Since the last video, I did go ahead and train up a bit. I got up to level 9. I learned both the snooze spell and the glow spell. I'm still using the copper sword, leather suit, and leather shield. So going this way, you can still hit the skeleton, and yep, here's the first time we've seen him. I didn't get to capture him on video last time. And then also in this area, you can fight the magician and the scorpion. Well, that just worked out perfectly now, didn't it? All right, so you can see the shrine. This is where we're just going to go on in. So when you talk to this sage, he's telling you that there's a harp somewhere that summons wild monsters. And if you bring him that harp, he will give us the first legendary item, which is the Staff of Rain. Now, I didn't draw much attention to it when we were in Garenham or Galenholm, but that whole town is based around this traveling musician, this bard, who used to have a harp. And so ultimately, I pointed out that large building that was we couldn't access it because of the locked door. That's actually where we're going to get the Lyre of Ire, or the Silver Harp, whatever it's called in this version, so that we can come back here and trade it for the Staff of Rain. So right now there's nothing else we can do here. So I'm going to go ahead and make my way to Rimuldar, which is just pretty much straight south of Cole. So one thing, again, just remember before you start stepping on these swamp tiles, check your health, make sure you're not going to die. It does, 1 damage per tile. So don't be afraid to heal up before you cross. Alright, so now that we're in here, I'm going to go ahead and cast the glow spell. Works just like a torch. This is a real quick tunnel. Pretty much we're just going to head straight south. Just walk along this edge. Eventually we'll hit a dead end, and then we'll just do a short little jog around it. Earlier I had mentioned that there was a dragon in this cave. Ultimately he is guarding the princess. But he is far too powerful for us. Plus, we don't have any keys to go through that door right there. So just remember this place. Eventually, we will come back, fight the dragon, save the princess, and become the hero that way. But for now, unfortunately, she's just going to have to languish until we get a little bit stronger. All right, so once you hit this dead end, let's just go around the wall. And just like that, we're now in the that large continent on the right-hand side of the map. And we're just going to be heading to that little village in the middle of the lake. So the monsters in this area are considerably stronger. We're going to run into a couple different types of wolves. You can run into the new monsters, the chimeras. There's going to be an iron scorpion. You're just going to kill him the same way as the normal scorpion, use the Sizz spell. You're going to have the second stage magician, and I'm sure I'm missing something. But anyways, just be careful. The monsters in this area are a lot stronger. Obviously, he's doing 15 damage, and he's faster than me. So if you're not careful, uh, you can get taken out pretty quick. So make sure you're healing between battles. I'll come back out and we'll do a little bit of training at the end of this video. First, let's go into town. So, the main reason we're here is for the Keymaster. But there's also a whole bunch of tips about the rest of the storyline, how we're going to access things, how we're going to get some of the legendary items, just from talking to the people in town. So take the time, talk to everybody. Here's the guy that's telling us about the shrine near Cole that we just went to. If you hadn't gone that way, you would have completely missed it. Here's a guy who's telling us about it. Come in here. He's just a merchant telling us that Dragonlord's hurting his business. This guy here is giving us a hint that not only is there the legendary sword that we learned about when we were in Cole, but there's also, he's hinting at some legendary armor as well. So we're going to have to find that. If you talk to this fortune teller, soothsayer, she's going to ask us a question. And if you talk to her, she's telling us that we need to find some rain and sun item. Well, we were just in the shrine and learned about the rain staff. So now we can assume that that's what she's referring to, and that means that there's also some sun-related item that we're going to have to find. And with that, if you were to come up here and talk to this guy, he makes it pretty darn clear, and he's actually my favorite NPC in the game. So he's talking about the rain's bow. So it's a rainbow bridge, and that's what the sun and the rain items are going to be used for. But more importantly, this guy's given us this clue about how there is a hidden doorway in the throne room. So, if you were to just go over to the Dragonlord's castle in like the NES version, if there's stairwells all around, they're going to take you to nowhere. You had to talk to this guy, find out that there's actually a secret doorway hidden behind the throne. Otherwise, you would have just been wandering aimlessly hours on end. So this guy, he's the real hero of the NPC worlds. But with that, I'll just point out, this here is the weapons and armor shop. I'm going to go ahead and buy the steel broadsword at this point. It's a nice little boost to attack. I'll sell off my copper sword. And I'll sell off a torch since, we no longer need those. If you come up here, this is actually the items shop. If you talk to him, they've dropped off the dragon scale, so now it's just the herb torch and chimera wing. Come over here, pick up chimera wing in there. But leave her be, she is busy. But other than that, the main reason we came to this town was actually for the Keymaster. And if you notice, we haven't found him yet. The reason is, you gotta walk all the way around the outside of the village. Be careful not to step too far. You'll exit the town and just have to come back in. But here he is. First, I'm going to check these out. This has gold, and this has a resilience seed. Going to go ahead and use that. Get +4 resilience. That helps our defense. And then talk to this guy and just load up on all the keys you can. So he sells them for 16 gold apiece. He is not the only individual that you can buy keys from in this game. There's actually one in Tanticle Castle. I think he charges 24 gold. And then there's one down in Cantlin, which is the old Mercado, who I think they charge like 40 gold per piece. But I know at least the Tanticle Castle one, I don't remember about Cantlin. You actually need to use a key to get to them. So now we've got 6 keys. Go ahead and sell off the Chimera Wings as well. But otherwise, that's it. That's all we came here for. So I'm going to train up a little bit in this area, just so you can see some of the new monsters. But before the end of this video, I'm also going to take us down to the second sage. So let's just grind a little bit. One thing to be aware of with this guy, he can actually cast the snooze spell and put you to sleep. So then he'll get, anywhere from like 1 to 4 free hits on you, which since he also casts the sizz spell, he can take you out pretty quick. So just be careful with that guy. Make sure that you're healing up between battles, and just be aware what monsters you're fighting. All right, so here's the last one that I was hoping to find. The Iron Scorpion, similar to the normal Scorpion, the Yellow Scorpion. If you go ahead and cast the Sizz spell, that's your best bet. He has super high defense, so otherwise it would have taken a whole bunch of hits with the sword. But that was just a one-hit kill. So at this point, I'm actually going to grind off screen, level 9. I want to get up at least 1 or 2 levels before we make our way to the southern tip of this island. Also, I'm going to want to show you the gold golem and ultimately that sage that I talked about. So let me grind up for a few minutes and then we'll hit it. All right, so trained up a little bit more, got up to level 11. Now I'm sitting with 7,200 gold, so I almost have enough for the magic armor. But before I go ahead and buy that, just kind of wanted to show you a couple of the monsters down in the southern part of the continent, as well as take us to the second shrine. And that's where we'll end off this video. So down here in this area, you should be able to find the gold golem. Here's the second tier of the wolf family. So let's kill him off. Down here you'll also find the second member of the skeleton family. So let's see if we can get a couple of them. Alright, there's the skeleton scrapper. And as you can see, I'm only taking about 12 damage now from him. Able to deal out a fair bit more. So these are mostly 2-hit kills. I'll show you just normal attack on Iron Scorpion did 9 when he was defending, 15 when he's not. So, just 3 levels really went a long way. And after this, I'll go ahead and heal up. And there's the gold golem. Alright, so I'm likely going to actually have to heal a couple times during this battle. He just has a huge amount of HP. Obviously, he's doing 16 per hit. One thing I'll mention is I did learn the Fizzle spell off screen. But the gold golem can do, I think he does anywhere from 15 to 19 on me at this point. But it definitely takes a a large number of hits. Just keep casting heal as you need to. He'll also defend from time to time, but when you kill him, you get, I think it's 650 gold. So that definitely helps with trying to level up your weapons and armor. However, the downside is he only gives you 6 experience. But, I mean, quite frankly, that's a pretty good trade-off. So I'll go ahead and heal up a little bit. And then we're going to make our way south. Alright, so here's the first Chimera. Yeah, in the original game, if you played on the NES, I hated the Chimera family because it seems like I was always getting put to sleep. They know magic spells. They do some serious damage to you. They were always just definitely the most dangerous monster in the wild, in my opinion. Don't seem to have as bad of luck here in the remakes, but just be careful with them. Eventually, they'll know the snooze spell. They can breathe fire, all that stuff. So they're pretty cool. All right, so here we are in the second shrine, and all of a sudden he's asking, sort of like with the first guy asking us for the harp. This guy's asking us for proof of our birthright, which we don't have. That is going to be the mark of Erdrick, or Lodo's seal, depending on which version you're playing. But bottom line, once we get that Staff of Rain and I think it's the Sunstone, we're going to bring him back to this shrine. He is the one that's going to give us the rainbow drop, which is going to be used to make the rainbow bridge. So this is going to be one of the last stops we go to before we actually end the game. So I'm going to end this video here. Off screen, I'm going to go ahead and buy the magic armor. So at that point, I'll have the magic armor and the steel broadsword. So the most powerful weapon and the most powerful armor up to this point in the game. In the next video, we're going to go ahead and make our way back to the Rocky Mountain Cave, which is pretty much just west of Tentacle Castle. However, you got to go an annoying way around the castle. So I'm actually going to start the next video from Tentacle Castle itself. In that cave, we're going to get a whole bunch of stat boosting items. It should be a good one. At this point, you know, you should be drastically overpowered for any monsters that we're going to fight from here on out, at least for a while. But thanks for watching. Stay tuned, and like I said, next up is going to be the Rocky Mountain Cave.